Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Buffaloes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking for a productive play on first down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Turns it on in midfield. Afterburner's coming. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
On the ground, it's Henderson. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Finds his man. It's Henderson. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The penalty on the defense, but they don't really give up much ground. There's not much to lose this close to the end zone. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
And I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before, and there was no hesitation. The opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Quarterback will audible. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The Buffaloes moving quickly to the line.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Looking to throw on second down. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Open runway ahead. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Colorado. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
On to attempt the try. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 86-yard touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. He leaves it with his back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gonna run it. It's Judkins. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Howard. Coming after him. He'll try to do it himself. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down. They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to convert a 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They'll throw it on first down. Finds his man. It's Miller. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
That last completion sets him up on second down. The give to the back. And the Buffaloes get it past the sticks.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to pass, it's Sanders. Fires the pass, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, man.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
He's looking for an open man on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. He'll come out throwing on first down. A strike downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly. Quarterback checking the play. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. On second down, he's looking downfield. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Buffaloes will try to move the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. And he's brought down after a nice gain. After picking up the first down, they still have to move quickly here. They'll give it to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Getting some heat. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires into the end zone. And he intercepts it. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Ohio State 14, Colorado 7.
And the Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
On third and long, a check down will be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
Running back carry. Tackle is made at the 17-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Scanning the field, it's Sanders. He'll pull it down. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. They get to the line quickly. On second down, he'll fire. Throws to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have working the middle of the field.
That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
From the red zone, looking for a space. And Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Buffaloes in the hurry-up. He wants to pass it on second down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Final play of the quarter coming. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Ohio State 21, Colorado.
The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First down here for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Miller with the ball. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. Alabama pushing the tempo. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Now they're going to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Haynes. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early on this opening drive for them. They're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown time.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down here for the offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Buffaloes racing to the line in a hurry-up. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to throw here on second down. Finds a man on the left. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 7, Colorado 0.
A new set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on first down. It's caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They're trying to get to him. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
They'll go to the ground. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Let's see what they've got on second down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air, it's Sanders. Feeling some heat. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to get it through the air. Pulls it in. It's Horn. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. On the run, it's Hood. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. On second down, they'll take to the air. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Trying to get to it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bucks!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Fair catch, called for and made. Need urgency and efficiency. 10 seconds left on the clock before halftime. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He wants to throw. Dances away. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, it's a fumble.
That's the end of the first half with the game tied.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Back to throw, it's Sanders. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
On the ground, it's good.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Wants to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he doinked it off the right upright. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're lining up to boot it away.
Set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man.
And the Alabama offense will take over. First and 10.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass, it's Milroe. He wants to go deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Horn. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Alabama 14, Colorado 13.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to throw, it's Sanders. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. Snap from the gun on third down. Holds it in. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Quarterback checking off. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was in...
Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Looking to move it through the air. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. He's got it on the right. At midfield, he's got room. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And a chance, perhaps, to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. They're working that left side. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll go with a direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Pressure coming. Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack.
20, Colorado, 13.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air, it's Sanders. They're bringing heat. He's going to take off. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. He's got it. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Going up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. He's looking for a man on second down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the ball is intercepted. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to...